to yet another adventure of how I spent the apocalypse. Well, as often happens on this farm, I forgot that I actually make videos for you guys. I know, I'm an asshole that way, what can I say? But I forgot that I actually make videos for you guys to watch. And so I started a project, and then I realized in the middle of it, it's like, oh, I should make a video about that. Yesterday I made a knife, actually, it's sitting over there. I made it out of a spike, just like this. It's an old log spike. I made it out of that, found it in a rust pile that was left on the property. Probably was attached to a log or something, the log rotted and that was what was left. But anyway, so I made this yesterday and I've got the glue in the handle right now. And I will sand that off. I'll try to a little bit. Anyway, that's what I did yesterday that I didn't show you guys. Yeah, because you can't get good help. I have trouble. Right now, Zeb's the cameraman. Say hello, Zeb.
Hello.
You know,
I don't even know if you can see me.
Now do a pitch for your YouTube channel, dude.
Yeah, but it's yours. Here, you promote yours.
Well, anyway,
say subscribe.
Please subscribe to Zeb's
No.
Backwards Gaming channel. Okay. So anyway, as you can see, I flattened the head of the nail just because I wanted you to be able to see that it was still a nail. And then I kind of pounded a stiletto. A stiletto blade. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Stiletto. Like stiletto heel. I pounded that out of it. It came out really neat though. But not happy with the handle. But I'm also not done with the handle. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get happier as I go on. I'm learning how to do them. So, you know, I'm learning how to do this. So it's like, and I'm teaching myself, which is always fun, right? Because you make all these mistakes. And nobody's there to watch you. So that's great. Except you fuckers. You fuckers are always watching when I make mistakes. So today, I've been forging. I've forged now the 2 knives. And I realized why they make coal scuttles. Because it's hard to get the shit out of a bag or out of a regular bucket.
Tell them what a coal scuttle is.
Well, they'll know when I get to it. Okay, so today, Zeb and I decided to make a coal scuttle. And by Zeb and I mean I decided, and then I made Zeb help me, because I actually need more hands for this. At any rate, I took an old metal tar bucket. You can see it's got tar on it. Doesn't matter, it's all dry. And since there's nothing hot in there, it's not going to catch fire or anything.
It's basically a coal bucket, so it makes it easier to get coals out of it.
Okay. That'll be obvious. Okay.
It's really not.
So, so what I did was, I took it and I cut a piece out of the top of it. Then I took the bucket handle holes and I took them off so they wouldn't be in the way. Okay? And then I took that and I took the piece I cut off and stuck it down in there. And later on I'll smooth the coal scuttle part off. And now I'm getting ready to drill and rivet it. Because this metal, although I could weld it, I'm not a very good welder. And I would probably, this is so thin, and it does have tar on it, I would probably start a fire. And burn right through the metal anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rivet it together. Okay, so I'm going to drill a hole here. Okay, so do I have any rivets on the farm right now? No. How did I rivet the handle on my knife? I don't know. How am I getting ready to rivet this? I'll show you a cool trick. See this? This is a 6-penny nail. So it has a head. Very cool, right? Okay, so I stick the 6-penny nail through there. Okay, or I try to. There's a fucking blind person does this shit. I can put it in from the top, I forgot that. Okay, so I put that on there. And I see I don't need much of that at all to make a rivet. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to mark it with, where the fuck is that? Where's that white pencil, Zeb?
No idea.
This is what I most like to do. I most like to spend hours looking for shit that I should have put in the right, oh there it is.
Got it.
Zeb was hiding it!
Yes, of course.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go in and I'm going to mark it so that I can cut it.
Do you mean you're going to go to market,
Oh, see how I measured this? See how I measured this whole thing? I didn't measure any of it. Why is that, people? Because measuring is for sucks. That's why. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. I'm going to take bolt cutters. I'm going to stick that little head right there. I'm going to hang on to the head part because that's the part I want. And
cut it.
And I'm going to cut it right on my little white mark, which I now can't see because I'm blind as a fucking bat. Here's a good idea. Before an apocalypse, get your goddamn glasses fixed. So that, okay, I don't want to lose that, and it's not enough to hang on to, so I'm going to put my vices on that. There we go. Now I'm going to, you fucker.
This is the slow process.
Well, it is because we're talking about it. If we were just doing it, it'd be faster. Okay.
Okay.
So, why did you not bust?
Like every other thing in the world, am I right or am I right?
That's right. If somebody's watching you, it always is more fucked up than if you're just doing it.
It's just like
The minute you're showing somebody, hey, this is how you do. Oh, that fucked up. That didn't look like the shit. Okay. So now I have a rivet.
That's a cool rivet. How did you make it?
I learned how to do this when I used to make armor all the time.
How did you make that?
They saw how I made it, asshole. Don't be an asshole. God.
Okay.
What an asshole.
I know,
Viewers, you're right what you said about Zeb being an asshole.
I know, right?
Yeah, okay. So how do we set a rivet like that? Okay, so we're going to stick it back through the hole, if it'll go through the hole, you know, which it will if you guys weren't watching, it would go right in, but because you're watching, I'm going to have to do a trick to get it in. Come on, you bastard.
I have nothing of a steady hand, so if this is shaky, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's what happens, you know, Lynn ran off and left us. She went to do a grocery pickup. Come on, you fucker. I know that. There it goes. Okay. Okay. So now I got it through the hole. Now, the big problem is now Zeb, who would be my help for this, is holding the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to have him turn it off. So come over here, Zeb.
Okay.
So we put this on our makeshift anvil, and we lose the fucking nail out and have to start over again. Because, you know, life sucks. Hey, fucker. I had this a minute ago, damn it. Okay, there. Okay, so you're going to put the head right there on the anvil.
And then
you'll put the washer on, and then I'll show you after I get it started, I'll show you, because until then, it's just going to keep fucking falling out. I need Zeb to help me, so in a second. Okay, so come over here and show inside. Okay, so to set a rivet, you want to it's better if you use a ball peen hammer and use the ball end, but my only ball peen hammer that's over here is the huge one I used to forge with, so I'm just going to kind of do it. Okay, so once you get that started, you just kind of do around the outside, because what you're trying to do is get it to mushroom. And now,
hey, let me get a close up.
That side's held. See?
There you go.
Okay, now turn it off for a minute.
Let's go.
Well, we got our cameraman back, so now Zeb can help me. Okay, so we've got both. Okay, let's show them. We've got both top rivets in.
Yes.
Okay, we can't just have top rivets, because if we just have top rivets, it's like a hinge and it'll come apart. But putting them down here would be a bitch. But if we only put one like here and here on each side, that'll stop everything. And now I'm going to have Zeb step inside the bucket. And then I'll hold on to that part so it doesn't flop down. And we'll cut a hole. Or we'll try to. Bastard. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And we'll put those on both sides.
And put rivets in there.
And and then rivet the shit out of that, and then we'll show you the next thing we do.
Cool.
Yay!
Okay, so my freaking little teeny tiny rivet kept coming out the hole, and we kept almost losing it. And then my wife says, why don't you use a piece of tape to hold it in place? She's such a smart ass sometimes.
I really didn't use that tone of voice.
She did, didn't she, Zoe?
Yeah.
That's exactly how she said it.
Fine, I'm
She said,
voted against.
you fucking morons. That's what she really said.
Why the fuck did you not
Why
just
can
put
you
a
not
piece of
just
tape
put a
on it?
piece of tape on there?
Yeah.
You fucking morons. If Snakey was here, he would tell you fuckers how to do that.
Snakey knows life.
All right. There you go. So that was a really good idea she had.
Mark it on your calendar,
That
folks.
we did not have.
I don't do things very often like that. So yeah.
Or if
Mark
she
it.
does, we don't admit to it. It's like, we pretend like we know every fucking thing, and then when she does something like that, we're like, I guess we're not so smart after all. All them big degrees and all that college Granny's got sure makes me look stupid.
Or maybe it could be 30 years of working with you and watching you do things.
Oh, that's it, right?
That's it, right there.
Right there. Okay, step in there, Bope. Okay, you can turn it off for a minute.
Okay.
Well, now that we figured out this beautiful idea about using
Yeah, now
tape,
that me and you thought
now
of
that
this
you
idea.
and I completely, without anybody else's help, came up with this beauty idea of putting tapes on the rivets to keep them from falling out of the hole, this has gone a lot faster.
Yeah, we're so smart.
We are.
Oh, hey! Hey, guys.
It's wonderful that we're so intelligent. Can figure out shit like that without any help at all from the big college lady.
Yeah.
This is from the woman with all the freaking degrees and shit. It's good that we didn't need her help at all, and we were able to figure this out all by ourselves. It's amazing, really. Come here and hold that. Yeah, it's amazing, really, how smart we are. I don't know how we got to be so smart, you know?
Yeah.
I think you were just born that way.
No, right? Okay. Hold it right. Okay, so that's another thing. It's got to be the head of that nail or your rivet, if you're lucky enough to have rivets, needs to be exactly on there. And I'm just using washers for the back of the rivets. You don't need fancy rivets. I just use cheap ass. I got this whole freaking thing at a railroad damage place for like, I think it was like
$4?
98 cents for the entire pack. Okay, so we've got this part done, and now I'm actually gonna try to even this off a little bit so it's not so freaking nasty. Put your leather pants back on there, dude.
Alright.
We're gonna try to level it off so that it's not so nasty and it looks more roundish, because as you can see, probably because measuring for sucks and I didn't do it, it kind of is a little messy. So we're about to clean it up a little bit.
Okay.
So,
You want me to film that or no?
yeah, a little bit, and then you can turn it off. Where are our goggles? We both need goggles.
Goggles.
We will cut away from you so the sparks don't go towards you.
That's okay. I will.
Okay,
I will
come and
stay.
step in there, Zeb. And this is, you see, this is, when you're working on something like this, it's like, one of the best parts of it is that you can have somebody just stand on it for you. And that
If they're wearing fireproof shit.
That
Yeah.
is, those are for blacksmithing. The kids got them for me for Hanukkah. Are you on? Okay, so I tried to tell the little boy that getting hit with sparks would make him tough, but he wasn't having any part of that. He's like, fuck that shit. I don't know. Kids these days, they don't want to get their legs burnt with metal shavings. Back when I was a kid, we did that for fun. Okay, so I got the sides mostly shaped up. Now I'm going to step inside here and try to shape up the variables. All right. Now we're going to put a handle on it.
Yeah, hey.
Using the original handle. Where the hell is it? Here it
Right
is.
there.
Ah, there was your official ass shot.
I know. We got the ass shot.
Okay, so you can see there's little things there. Okay, so I'm going to straighten that out a little bit.
Huh, you need a straight handle, really?
Yeah, I know, right? Probably won't use the handle ever anyway, but there you go.
Yeah,
you want
probably
to have it
not.
just in case. Okay, so we'll just fasten it about here and here. And all I got to do is drill holes the size of that. And then I can just kind of go around and we'll see. Okay, turn it off.
Oh.
And we'll see.
Okay, so in order to find out what the ballast point on this coal scuttle is, I'm going to take 2 fingers and pinch them off. Start here. Oh, no, that's not it. Go right here. A little bit better. What about there? That's perfect. Okay, so now I know.
Now you know that's where they have to
Okay,
be.
so I got to do one there.
In one
I'll do it
direction.
again to make sure. And one here. Okay.
Okay, so you're going
I
to
will
drill
show you
holes.
when we get done. I will
Sounds
drill
good.
holes. Okay, so I'll
you're-
stick that one in. And then this will be a little bit trickier because it's not going to want. Give me those pliers, Pope.
These ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to bend this out a little bit, hopefully, and get it in there. Okay, once I get it in there, because I don't plan to take these off anytime soon,
You're gonna
go
pound them
ahead and scoosh the shit out of them.
with a hammer.
No. With these. I think. You know what? It'll be funny if I have to do a hammer. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a hammer. Smart ass people. First my wife and then the kid. You guys are outthinking me at everything. Okay, come and hold that, little man.
Okay.
So, you little smart ass, come hold that. You and your big using the hammer ideas. Yes, you're right. Everybody on this farm is smarter than I am.
No.
That's wrong.
Everybody on this farm has been taking lessons from you.
Okay. Woo-hoo. Okay, hold that dude.
Okay, man. Let's go.
Okay.
Coal
Coal
scuttle.
Only
It's a
thing I'm going to
bucket.
do now is I'm going to take one of these flap discs, which me and my son the genius use for working metal all the freaking time. No, they're not made for that. These aren't for metal flap discs. These are for wood flap discs, but they work on metal.
And what are you going to do that for?
I'm going to sand the edge down so we don't have to worry about catching on everything, because right now it's sharper than shit.
There you go.
And it's got little pieces of crap all over it that'll catch on stuff.
Huh.
So,
Oh.
it helps if you put the flap disc on.
Yeah, and if your wife didn't
And-
ask a bunch of questions that
Yeah.
distract you.
It helps if you put the flap disc on and you don't just put the,
You're
tighten
gonna,
the bolt back on with nothing actually being there.
you're gonna do it with air.
Yeah.
The force of
That's
your
the
will.
best tool.
There you go. Okay, so now I'm just going to sand that edge down. Well, there's another fucking thing you have to do. You have to plug the tool in.
Oh my goodness.
There, see, this is really DIY this
Yeah,
time,
this
guys.
is yeah.
Okay, plug your tool in. Don't just expect the electricity to magically come through.
That is crazy. That's basically a sanding disc for wood.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, now I'm not catching myself. Now, what, should you test it with your raw hand? Probably not. But as has already been discussed today, I'm just not that bright. Okay, so now we're going to test it with the coal, which is, by the way, coal is super heavy, by the way, boys and girls.
Yeah, it's really heavy. Because it's basically rock.
Huh? Yeah, because it's basically burnable rock, so...
That's
why
actually
it's
heavier.
Okay, so now we're going to test our coal scuttle by putting coal in it. All right.
Wait, how did you think of testing it by putting coal in it?
Because I'm so intelligent.
God.
Obviously, I'm a fucking genius. Okay. So let's see if our handle's in the right position. We will know in a second. We filled up our coal scuttle. Now we're going to pick it up.
And it didn't
there you
tilt.
go.
Yay!
Coal scuttle out of a 5-gallon tar bucket. Took us maybe, what, an hour?
Maybe.
From beginning to end.
Maybe.
Thank you for viewing. Don't do this at home. Bye.
Bye.